What's up? How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the stream. Happy Thursday. How are you guys doing today? How are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing good. What's up, Tails Chow? How's it going? Mario's Roblox, Cursed Kevin, Sonic, Blue Blight, Car Winner, what's going on? FK, Bowser Koopa, Aiden, Shion Eox, a Yami. I hope you guys are doing good. We're playing some Mario Galaxy today because I just wanted to play Mario Galaxy. That's pretty much the only plan for today. We're just gonna chill out and play possibly the greatest game of all time, because I wanted to stream something Mario related, and yeah, that's pretty much what I wanted to do. So we're playing Mario Galaxy, and we're playing the Switch version. You know, that's how it's gonna go. We're playing the Switch version, not the 3D All Stars version, but the newer version. So yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. Minecraft is the greatest game of all time. You know what's funny? I think it was me and Gita were talking about this the other night. We were discussing like what the best games of all time were. And I think we were like, it's probably gotta be probably gonna be Minecraft, and for me it's Mario Galaxy. Like, that's my favorite game ever. So I have so I kind of wanted to do Luigi Galaxy since I haven't done a 100%, like a full 100% run on this save. But the problem is, as you can see, I already started Luigi, and I don't think I can just erase the Luigi part. I think I have to erase both. You know, I could test it out. Let's just copy real quick. Let's just copy this. And let's see if I can, like, delete the Luigi portion. Will this work? No, it won't. See, that's the problem. See, that's the problem. So, okay. I'll let you guys decide. Do we continue from my Luigi save file that has 27 stars, or do we just start a new Mario save file? I'll let y'all decide. What should we do? Do you think they didn't show a date for Ocarina of Time remake yet because they're scared of GTA 6? I don't know. Continue the Luigi one, restart? Here, let me do a poll in chat, actually. That would be the easiest thing to do. Alright, so we got Luigi file or new Mario file. And also, I just realized something. My capture card positioning is a little funky. Let me fix this up real quick. I did I don't know if you guys noticed, but I did mess around with my stream overlay a little bit. I added some nice shadows just to kind of create some more I don't know, just to make it look better. And I made the outlines a little thicker, so they should all be like even now, basically. Alright, so let's see. I'll let this go for a little bit. I won't wait too long. But it looks like new Mario file is the clear winner. So I don't know. I think we'll go ahead and just do a new Mario file. That's probably the best thing to do. So I'm just gonna go ahead and end the poll. Congrats on 89K. Thank you. We're getting really close to 90K. We are very, very close. We only have a little bit to go, and then we got it. I think, let's see. We're doing regular mode, obviously. Yeah, we got like 900 to go for 90K. And of course, as you can see, the sub goal for 90K, we're going to be Stu Yoshi. We're going to be reacting to your videos, so that's exciting. Also, let me know if the audio sounds good. I think this is the first time I'm streaming with my capture card in my new mic. So let me know if there's anything I should change as far as that goes. But yeah, let's do it, man. We're playing Mario Galaxy. It's the best game of all time. Galaxy 2 is the better game. See, I don't agree with that. I think Galaxy 2 is a fantastic game. I think Galaxy 2 is still like a 10 out of 10 experience, but Galaxy 1 just got, I mean, as you said, it has the sauce, but it's also like, it has the, I guess the vibes. Does that make any sense? If you take damage once, I'm making you play Sonic Boom Rise of Will. Whoa. Okay. No. No. Let's relax. Let's relax. Also, I meant to do this last stream, but, oh wait, that's the wrong button. I have some memberships to give out. So there you go. You can get early access to new videos and whatever other videos I put as members only. But there you go. There's your memberships. I should also mention I'm playing with a Pro controller. I usually play with Joy-Cons because that's just like closer to the intended Mario Galaxy experience, but my Joy-Cons are on like a grips and it's like a pain in the ass to remove them. Thank you. You're welcome, bro. No problem, bros. No problem. I have 5 more to give. I'll give them later in the stream. You just gotta remind me. Don't give me memberships because I wouldn't pay you every month. Damn, bro. You wouldn't pay me every month, bro? That's crazy. I'm just playing. Do you think you can give me a membership? Unfortunately, I can't decide who gets the memberships. It's random. YouTube is not like Twitch. You have to... Unless if they changed it, but you give out memberships and it's random. Unless if they change it. Here, let me see if I can like give somebody a membership. Yeah, that's not a thing. That's not a thing. Sorry. What's up, Pea Shooter? Please mention me. Sorry if I'm late. No, you're no problem, stuffed animal, bro. You're pretty early still. We just started. It's a wonderful day for Mario Galaxy. Exactly, bro. It's a Mario Galaxy kind of day. You guys know how it is, man. Do you want me to give you a lifetime supply of Mountain Dew Baja Blast? Dude, I love Baja Blast. Although, hot take, maybe? I don't know if it's a hot take. I like original Mountain Dew better. But I still like Baja Blast. It's still fire. They replaced the like button on short. I did see that. Like, they're just trying to be more and more like TikTok and Instagram. This game is wonderful. Sure, it's not my favorite, but I still love it. This game is my personal favorite. I love this game. Oh, yeah, we do need to do a watch party for the Galaxy movie on the Discord server. We might do that... We might do that next weekend. That might be a next weekend thing. I'm totally down to do that. Because we did do a watch party for the first movie. I forget, I don't have my spin attack yet. See, I've played this game how many times? We could follow the normal path where we could just long jump across here. Notice me? Bro, chicken, I see you, bro. I see you. You should do the watch party for the Sonic movies. We did do that before Sonic Movie 3 came out. I'm down to do it again for Sonic Movie 4. We could do like another marathon of all the Sonic movies. Not the Knuckles show, though. I'm not watching the Knuckles show. We watched the Knuckles show on Discord one night, and it was... It was rough. It was rough to get through. It was so boring. You remember the Knuckles show watch party? So you would know how boring it was. Yeah, straight bore fest. Dude, that and Sonic Prime. I think we did watch parties of Sonic Prime Seasons 2 and 3. And it was just like, oh my god, it was so boring. It's a shame Sega's slowly succumbing to the AI mind virus. Yeah, with Crazy Taxi, I think. I'll gift a membership if we include the Knuckles show. You'd have to gift 5 memberships if we're including the Knuckles show, bro. You'd have to give 5. I can't be doing that. I can't be doing it for just 1, bro. I'm sorry. I made a deal on eBay and bought Sonic Frontiers DE for $40. Normal Blueface, brother. I would say that's still too expensive. If I'm being so honest, I would say that's too expensive. Must have been shit. Oh yeah, it was garbage. Are you guys talking about trash? Yeah, we're talking about the Knuckles show. You couldn't pay me to rewatch the Knuckles show? Dude, it was just like... All Wade, no Knuckles. They should have just called it The Wade Show. And Prime was boring. Even though Prime had some good episodes, like the episodes that were like focused on Sonic and Shadow, those were really good. But then you had like the episodes that were just them fighting like waves of enemies, and that was like the whole episode for like 3 episodes. It's like, what are we doing, bro? What are we doing? How long is this game going to take? I highly doubt we'll get through the whole game today. We're just going to play it. We're just playing it for fun. If you guys want to see more of it, we can play more of it. I'm fine with that. You know, I love Galaxy. We could do an 100% playthrough if you guys want. We could do a full 100% playthrough. Not in one stream, but over the course of multiple streams, bro, we could do a 100% playthrough of this game. In your personal opinion, which shows worse? Sonic Prime, Knuckles, or Sonic Underground? I think Knuckles is the worst out of all of them, just based on the fact that it's hardly a Sonic show. Like, it's mostly, like, Wade. And that's so lame. Where are the bunnies at? There they are. What's up? Oh, wait. Do I already have to find them, or what? I low-key wasn't paying attention. Here we go. Jump with B. Yep, here we go. Yep, I know. I know how to play the game. Oh my god. Dude, Galaxy is so good. Are you listening to this music right now, bro? Wade and Knuckles, literally. Like something. Wade and Knuckles. The Wade Show starring Knuckles. Because Knuckles is really only, like, the main guy for, like, the first 2 episodes. Moving past the TV shows, do you think the next Mario movie finna be worse than the Galaxy movie? Well, assuming they continue the trend of, you know, the Galaxy movie was definitely worse than the first Mario movie. If they continue going with that trend and just stray further and further away from actual storytelling, then yeah, I could imagine. I don't want that to be the case, but my gosh, man, I just feel like they did not care with the Galaxy movie to, like, tell a good story. I don't know if that's due to, like, them just not giving a fuck, or, like, Miyamoto is, like, you know, very, I guess, like, I know Miyamoto's, like, the main guy behind the movies. I wonder if he's just, like, very, I don't know. It's just strange. The Wade Show sounds better. Yeah, but that wouldn't be marketable enough, okay? Because it's not, there's no, like, Sonic character in that title, you know? What's up, Mr. Supersonic? How's it going? It's Illumination. You do say that, but I haven't seen this movie myself, but the Minions and Monsters movie that just came out, which is Illumination, apparently that's, like, a really good movie, from what I hear. Like, I think Jita went and saw it, and he said it was really good. And he said specifically, he was like, you could tell they cared so much more about this movie than the Mario Galaxy movie. So, I almost feel like, since it's Mario, they feel like they just don't need to care that much. Does that make sense? Like, they know it's Mario, so it's going to perform well regardless. Because, I mean, they're not wrong. I don't know how much the Galaxy movie ended up grossing, but I think the first Mario movie is still, like, the highest grossing video game movie. And it's, like, the 4th highest grossing animated movie of all time. It's at over $1 billion. Who expected fucking Minions 3 to be decent? Apparently, it's rated even higher than the first Despicable Me movie. Which is like, I don't see how that's possible. Despicable Me is goated. 1 and 2. I didn't like 3 and 4. I never saw 4, but I didn't like 3. Despicable Me 1 and 2 are goated. Absolute cinema. I'm playing this on Switch too. What are your thoughts on Kingdom Hearts Rechain of Memories? I hate it. I've tried playing that game like 3 times, and every time I like can't get past like the first 20 minutes. It's so, I hate the cards. I hate the cards. And apparently the GBA version is even worse. And I haven't played that version. I have it, I haven't played it. Honestly, like, the more I think about it with Kingdom Hearts, I feel like I just like 1, 2, and 3. And those are really the only games that are worth a damn. Like, any of the spin-offs are, like, pretty bad. You know what? I did recently play, Melody of Memory, the rhythm game. That game's actually pretty fun. That game is fun. Short, like 5-hour game. Has some, of course, all the Kingdom Hearts games have story significance, so you'll kind of be confused if you don't play Melody of Memory before, like, I guess Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out. Have I played Hotel Mario? Yeah, we played it on stream. It was... I remember exactly how it went. It was the 15,000 subscriber special, and we agreed on that way before I hit 15K, because I think it was King Knight. He said we should do it. I think this was probably when I was at... I don't know, Brass, if you were around for this. But I think King Knight said we should play that game for 15K subs. And I think at the time I was at maybe like 4,000 subscribers or something crazy. But we hit 15K subs eventually, and I remembered. And we played Hotel Mario on stream, and it was... It was bad. It was bad. No, it was not good. It was definitely not good. It was terrible, actually. Like, it was really bad. As expected, of course, since it's Hotel Mario, but... Ugh. What are your thoughts on the Need for Speed Hot Pursuit Remastered 2020? I don't know if I know that. Play FNAF 1 through 3. We've played FNAF 1 and 2 on stream. I'm down to play FNAF 3 at some point. Although FNAF 3 is like the worst one. Like, I would almost prefer to just skip to 4. Because FNAF 3 is like... I don't like FNAF 3. Dude, I still have to make that FNAF rankings video I promised. I don't know, though. It's like I would like to make that video, but I'm kind of like... I don't know. I feel like my channel has gone in a direction where it's like... It's kind of impossible to just do like a random FNAF video out of nowhere. Does that make... I know that may sound weird, since it's like, it's at the end of the day, it is my channel, and I can do whatever the fuck I want, but... I don't know. I said I would do that FNAF rankings video a long time ago. But my channel has kind of evolved, because I used to... This channel for a while was just kind of a depository for whatever gaming content I wanted to make. I did some Sonic, I did Minecraft, I did Mario, I even did, like, some Persona, I think, I remember. But now it's kind of just Mario and Sonic, and it's like, I don't know, I feel like it would be kind of weird to just randomly do a FNAF video out of nowhere. I'd have to, like, I don't know, it's weird. Because I don't want this channel to become, like, a FNAF channel, does that make sense? So every time it's like, every time I want to make, like, a non-Sonic or a I guess, Nintendo video, I'm just worried, like, that video will kind of, like, get a lot of traction and people will subscribe for that video. But they would then, like, unsubscribe because I don't make FNAF content, you know? I just make, my main thing is Mario and Sonic. So if they subscribe for anything other than that, I think that would be a bad thing. So I think if I do the FNAF rankings video, it would probably be on the second channel. Or maybe I'm just overthinking it. I don't know. I think my second channel is probably a good spot for that, actually. I could very well, like, turn my second channel into just, like, a channel where I just talk about random stuff that I want to talk about. That doesn't necessarily pertain to Mario and Sonic. That's actually not a bad idea. Because I thought about this. I thought about doing a series for members only. That where every time I'd play a new game, I would just like make like a 10-minute kind of semi-unscripted review about the game and just upload it for members only. I've thought about doing that. That sounds like a good idea, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. That's also stuff that I think could be on the second channel. Make the ranking as members only. Yeah, exactly. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. I'll figure something out. It makes sense why Mario Kart Tour is shutting down because users are currently playing Mario Kart 7 and Mario Kart 8 and Mario Kart World. Yeah, I think it's mostly just like Nintendo is very much trying to stray away from the mobile side of things. I am going to make a video about this eventually. But I am going to make a video about defunct Nintendo mobile games. Which I guess now can include Mario Kart Tour. And, you know, there's Dragalia Lost, there's Miitomo, there's Dr. Mario World, and now Mario Kart Tour. And I think Animal Crossing Pocket Camp is also, like, the original free version has been discontinued, but there's a paid version now, I think. I must say, Mario Kart Tour being deleted, nobody really cares. Like, who actually played Mario Kart Tour? I'm sorry if that offended, like, the 3 Mario Kart Tour fans out there. I remember when Nintendo went full-on mobile games. Yeah, that was a time when I think the Wii U was failing so badly that they were just kind of like, random bullshit, go! And they just tried like a million different things to see what stuck. And hey, to give them credit, the mobile thing worked out a little bit. I think Mario Run is still one of the most downloaded like games on the App Store. And Mario Run, to my surprise, is like still getting events and stuff. Like, Mario Run just had an event for Mario Wonder plus Bello Bell Park recently. Which was like, what the fuck? Like, this game is still getting updated with new stuff? Like, it was just surprising. I know the PS2 did ran like garbage, but I want to know what caused the PS2 ports of those games to look bad when they made them. Funny you mentioned that. I don't know... because I'm taking this week off from videos. I'm trying to determine if the next video I make should be a Mario video or a Sonic video. I have 2 videos lined up that are Mario and Sonic. And I know exactly what they're going to be. And one of them has to do with the PS2 ports of, like, the Sonic games. But I just made a Sonic video, like the canceled Sonic games video. Like, I usually like to alternate between Mario and Sonic. So I think I'll probably just do the Mario video next. That's probably what I'll do. In the new Scary Movie, there's a scene where a kid yells Triple T's name. No, say you swear. Nah, you're lying. Check this out. You can just skip this. Oh, come on. I was trying to do the skip. Whatever. I'll do it the normal way. What's the video idea? Well, I don't want to spoil it. But I do think I'll make the Mario video for next week, and then after that will be a Sonic video, and then after that I'll reveal this. I'm going to do the canceled Donkey Kong games video. And then after that I'm going to go on break again because I'm going on vacation. So you'll get 3 weeks of videos, and then I'm going on vacation again. But I was hoping to, like, you know, because my work ethic is I usually like to have 1 video per week, and then, you know, a couple of shorts and streams sprinkled throughout as well. I just needed a break this week. Like, I was getting severely burnt out on making videos. I just needed a break. And I did do some shorts. I did 2 shorts for the canceled Sonic games video, which I only do 1 normally. And then I've done 2 streams this week, and I'm gonna have the next the next Obscure Facts short Sonic characters out tomorrow. So there's that. But as far as, like, you know, normal videos go, I just needed a break for this week. But I'll be back next week, hopefully. I remember getting Galaxy at a Goodwill 9 years ago. Glad you did. Hey, man. Bro, I don't remember how exactly I got Galaxy. I remember how I got Galaxy 2 as a kid when it came out. Galaxy 2, I remember so vividly. We were at a Walmart, okay? And my parents were like, you have a choice. You could either get a new iPad or Galaxy 2. I don't think it was like an actual iPad. It was probably one of those like cheap Android tablets. But it was they were like, you have a choice. You could either get Galaxy 2 or a new tablet. And I was like, Galaxy 2, obviously. Obviously. You kidding me? There's a very scary possibility that the Switch 2 will be the last Nintendo console with physical media. I've thought about that, and honestly, I think that's probably the most likely scenario. And that's already scary because Nintendo is loving them key cards. Not Nintendo themselves. Nintendo has been very good about keeping their first-party titles on the cartridge. But third parties, like, they love them key cards, and I can't say I blame them, because I learned recently that Nintendo Switch 2, like, normal cartridges that the full game is on the cart, those cost $15 to produce. Isn't that crazy? But key cards cost $5. And compare that to, like, a Blu-ray disc, which is what PlayStation uses and Xbox. Those cost, like, $1.50. So there's, like, a huge cost that goes into producing physical cartridges. But at the same time, Nintendo's a multi-billion-dollar company. They could take the loss for the sake of, like, better consumerism, if that makes sense. Here we go. Here's our first normal star. Dude, PlayStation is actually so tone deaf. I don't know if you guys been seeing this, but every time they tweet something, they just get bombarded with, like, hate from people who hate on their physical decision, and I'm loving every second of it. I'm loving every second of it. It's glorious. Say what you want about a cartridge or a game key card. Those are still better than digital games. See, I don't know. I used to be a very, very hard no game key card like person. And I used to think digital was better because my thought process was, well, if it's basically a digital game, why would I buy an empty box on a cartridge that has nothing on it? And I have to, you know, insert the cartridge every time I want to play the game, when I can just buy the game on the eShop and just be able to access whenever I want. The same console storage is being taken up. I don't take up shelf space with an empty game card. Like, there's so much shit like that, right? But I guess I didn't really consider that game key cards, as crappy as I still think they are, I definitely prefer just regular physical, obviously. At least Nintendo doesn't have full control over, like, the market. Like, you can still buy a game key card on the secondhand market on sale. You can still trade it, you can still resell it, return it. Like, you can do everything that you can with a physical game. It's just the data isn't on the cartridge, which is a huge problem for preservation and ownership purposes. And you need an internet connection to download, which is also a problem. So I kind of see what you're saying now. I used to be a very strict, like, no game key card type of guy, and even now, I think I would still be against game key cards. I think I would still go the route of just going digital only instead. Just for the sake of convenience, especially if it's a new game. Like, if it's a new game that I want to get at launch and my options are digital or game key card, I'm probably just going to do digital, because I get the game right at midnight. I would be spending the same price anyway. And yes, I wouldn't be able to resell the game, but to be completely honest with you, as a collector, reselling my games is kind of like a no-no for me. So that personally, reselling is just not really a thing for me. So, but PlayStation, yeah, PlayStation, like, completely getting rid of physical discs, when physical discs don't cost nearly as much money as, like, a game key card or even a, you know, a regular cartridge, is scummy. Like, I will, if PlayStation 6 is a digital-only console, I'm straight up just not buying it. Because there's already been rumors of it being, like, an $100 console. That's already crazy. Sorry, did I say 100? I meant 1,000. There's already rumors of it being an $1,000 console, which is already insane. On top of it being a digital-only console where Sony completely controls, like, the prices of their games, and there's no secondhand market at all to where you can get a game cheaper. Like, if you go on the PlayStation Store right now, you can get God of War Ragnarok for $70, which is the price it launched as. 4-year-old game. But if you go on Amazon, you can get the same game physically for like $30. That's going to be gone. Keycards are better than download code in a box. You know, I think I can agree with that. Download code in a box is like the worst. It's like at that point, just download the game on the eShop. Like, why even bother getting an empty game case? That's why, like, I'm dead ass. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not buying GTA 6. At least until it goes on sale, maybe. Like, for one, it's a $80 game that's technically $100 because they're locking, like, pretty crucial game content behind the deluxe edition. That's for one. For two, it's a code in a box. And for three, like, I've never really been into GTA. Like, I know a lot of people have grown up playing GTA. I was sheltered as a child. Like, why do you think I like Mario and Sonic so much? Because those are the only games I was allowed to play as a kid. And, you know, they're great games and all, but yeah, I was never allowed to play, like, Call of Duty or GTA or anything as a kid. So I've never had, like, that hype for GTA 6. But, you know, I was maybe considering buying it if it was a physical copy. And, you know, if it was like a $70 game, sure. But $80, pretty much $100. Digital only or code in a box, yeah, no thank you. I'm good. Like, I'm just good. No thanks, you know? It's AI making everything expensive as ass. That's also true, yeah. AI, the data centers and shit, just driving costs up. People, like, getting rid of their, or people losing their clean water. Like, it's fucking awful. What does SF stand for? I don't know. Mario Lost World. Yes, of course. Also, what's up, Sonic Series fan? Valve's not really doing anything wrong. The only reason the Steam machine is so expensive is because of the RAM prices. I'm not buying a Steam machine. Fuck that. Like, I don't know what I was saying. Like, I remember when the Steam machine got revealed, and I was like, yeah, I might buy this instead of the next PlayStation. Bro, what am I talking about? I already have a PC. Like, I don't need the Steam machine. I have a perfectly capable PC of running basically any game at, like, you know, decently good settings. What would be the point of getting basically a PC that's just a console? Like, there would be no point in me doing that. So I don't know what I was saying there, but I was on some weird shit there. $1,000? See, that's crazy. $1,000 for the Steam machine? At that, dude, I'm sorry. If you're in the market for a console like this, I'm not trying to be like whatever. Just buy a Switch 2. It's the cheapest option. The third-party support is great. It has some of the best exclusives, if not the best exclusives, out of any other console. Like, just get a Switch 2, honestly. They're seemingly going to be the only ones who still support physical media this generation, at least until the next console. But I would say the Switch 2 still has... you know, 7 years left on it, at least. You know, it's going to have a normal console, like, cycle. And I think they'll support physical media as long as at least that generation goes on. Once they move to the next console, we'll see what happens. But for now, it seems like Switch 2 will be the last console that will be supporting physical media. And, you know, even though Xbox hasn't come out and said anything yet, Xbox has been really bad about the whole, not necessarily code in the box, but they have, like, game key discs for a lot of their games now, where the data is not on the disc. It's basically just, it's like a key card. The disc is empty, but it sends a signal to the servers to download the game. And there's also rumors of their next console not even having a disc drive. So, while they haven't, like, come out and said, like, hey, we're done with physical, it's looking like that's going to be the case for Xbox as well, which means, unfortunately, that Nintendo might be the last people to have physical media, which is very scary, because with their third parties, they're pretty much all key cards. So there will probably be a world very, very soon where a bunch of third-party games will only be available in a somewhat physical format with key cards. And that data is not even on the cartridge, you know? But I will say this. If somehow Xbox outlives Sony's, like, physical media thing, like, if somehow Xbox comes out and says, yeah, we're still doing physical media, which, you know what? Despite, you know, all of the layoffs and stuff going on, since Xbox got their new CEO, they have been making some pretty solid decisions. I'll give them credit for that. Like, they're going back on console exclusives. They're saying, no, we're not putting our games on PlayStation anymore. There's been a bunch of stuff like that. So despite, you know, the prices going up and, you know, the layoffs that are happening and them closing the studios, they've been making some decent decisions. So I can maybe see Xbox picking, maybe picking the pro-consumer move of being like, yeah, we're going to keep doing physical. And if that's the case, I might switch to Xbox when it comes to, like, physical media. Because here's the thing. For third-party games nowadays, I'm primarily a PC gamer. Like, I primarily go on Steam, and I pick up the games that way. Whether that, you know, Steam or GOG, or I don't do Epic Games. That's a no-no. But Steam or GOG, or, you know, any other PC marketplace like that, I usually do that when it comes to PC gaming. Even, like, Xbox on PC, sometimes. Like, sometimes I'll have a Game Pass for PC subscription that I get for free with, like, certain things I buy, and I use that. But if there's every time that happens and I get a game on Steam, if I like the game, I always try to get a physical copy of it as well for, like, PS5 or Switch, I guess. But if PS5 is no longer doing the physical thing, and say, like, Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out in 2028, and it's physical, but only on, like, Xbox. Shit, I might pick it up physically on Xbox, even though I don't even have an Xbox, you know? See you soon, Sonic Blue Blight. Isn't Steam digital? It is, but the thing about Steam is that PC is a very, very, very different ecosystem compared to console. PC, there's no, as much as Steam, like, has a large, like, strong grip on the PC space, Steam does not have a complete monopoly over the PC ecosystem. Like, there are multiple PC marketplaces that sell games for different prices. And there's multiple, like, third-party sites that still sell, like, Steam keys for way cheaper than on the store. So there's already a bigger sense of, like, a secondhand market than there is on digital console storefronts. That, and I'm sorry, like, say what you will about piracy, when it comes to PC, there's really never an issue of preservation, since piracy is so easy. Like, you download a game on PC, and you just have all the files. And even if it has, like, DRM, like Denuvo or something like that, it gets cracked fairly easily every time. So, and that's the thing as well, Max. Steam, PC is an eternal, like, thing. PC will never go away. PS5 will go away. PS3 will go away, as we see. PS3 store is getting shut down. I don't think there will ever be an era where Steam will get shut down. And, you know, games get delisted. It happens, you know. Games get delisted on all platforms, but at least on Steam, any game that gets delisted, you can, like, pirate it just fine. Like, you could go on, there's multiple sites. I'm not going to say where, obviously, but there's multiple sites where you could just go and find unlisted games and just download them and play them, you know? Minecraft Story Mode is a great example. Minecraft Story Mode has been delisted for years. The only way you can play it on console anymore, without, you know, modding and whatnot, that's a whole other can of worms we can open, but modding is not really that possible with, like, newer consoles anyway, but the only way you can play those games on modern hardware is if you buy a very, very expensive physical copy off the secondhand market. With Steam, that's not an issue, because you can very easily just pirate the game. They just still have it. Multiple websites. And I saw somebody ask that said if I pirate games. It depends. Usually no. But if it's a delisted game and physical copies are, like, super expensive, then yeah, I'll pirate a game on PC. Of course. Recently, this is another thing. I hate Epic Games Store. I will say that. I hate the Epic Games Store. It sucks. Kingdom Hearts Melody of Memory, the game I was talking about earlier, is only available on PC through the Epic Games Store for some reason. The rest of the Kingdom Hearts games are on Steam. I don't know why Melody of Memory isn't, but it is. It's on Epic Games only. I pirated that game so I didn't have to buy it through the Epic Games launcher, because I fucking hate the Epic Games launcher. So I pirated it. And, you know, like I said, that's kind of the beauty about PC. There's no one storefront that has, like, a monopoly over the whole PC space. So I got Melody of Memory, I pirated it. And I do also have that game on PS4 physically, so, you know, I do own a copy of the game, you know, but say what you will about all of that, you know. I personally, unless if it's like, you know, a smaller indie game, I don't really, like, frown on people for pirating games. If it's like a small indie title and you're pirating it, I'll kind of be like, alright, come on, dude. Like, you gotta support the indie devs. Come on, now. You gotta support the indie devs. If you're pirating indie games, I'm gonna look at you a little funny. But if it's like, you know, Kingdom Hearts, like, I already have the game physically on another platform. I just want to play it on PC for, like, you know, better performance and all of that. And it's not available on Steam. Because if it was on Steam, I would have probably bought it. Because I just love Steam. Like, I'll say that, I love Steam. Steam is such a great launcher. And I know there is, you know, there is a kind of a thing that, yes, they technically could delete your account at any time and get rid of all your games. But Steam's, like, community support and their customer service is, like, top-notch. Like, dude, one time I fell for a stupid, like, Discord Nitro scam, and I got my Steam account hacked. Dude, they changed everything. They changed the name, they changed the email, they changed the phone number. Like, they changed everything. I literally hit up Steam support, and I was like, look, my account got hacked. And they were like, alright, what's, like, the last game you bought? And I showed the receipt through my email, and they got my account back, like, immediately. No problem. Within, like, a couple of hours. You know? So, I trust Steam more than, like, PlayStation or Xbox or Nintendo when it comes to digital gaming. I guess I'll leave it there. So, yeah, you know, PC, when it comes to digital, it is digital still. And you know me, I'm usually pretty anti-digital if there's a physical version. But if it's digital only and the game's not available by physical means, I really have no problem with that. As long as, you know, physical is still a thing. But PlayStation is outright saying, we're done with physical, we're done producing discs, fuck you, basically. That's a problem. I can't support that. So, I'm going to still, while I can, buy PS5 games physically. I'm not going to go on a full, like, PlayStation boycott, like, I'm just not buying PlayStation, no. I'm not buying digital PlayStation, and I will not buy a PlayStation 6 if it's all digital. But I am looking forward to Wolverine. I'm going to get that game physically. Of course, I'm going to get Final Fantasy VII Revelation when it comes out. And I really hope Kingdom Hearts 4 comes out in 2027 so I can get that game physically on PS5. Because if it comes out in 2028, it'll very likely be a keycard on Switch 2 and a digital title on Xbox and PlayStation, and that will really suck. Sony is greedier than both Nintendo and Xbox. There could be an argument made there, of course. Discord and Google customer support is trash. My account got hacked 1 month ago, and I'm still, after a month, and you've shown proof, and you're still waiting for them to get back to you. That's insane. That's crazy. That's crazy, man. Oh, man. After a month. What's your thoughts on Discord Nitro? I kind of need Discord Nitro. I pay for it because it's with my editor and, you know, some other things. I need to be able to send, like, large files, and it's just easy to do it through Discord, so I always send my editor, like, a zip file with all of the, you know, files and whatnot he needs for shorts. So, I pay for Nitro just so to have that extra file space. So, I have nothing against Discord Nitro. I think it could be a little cheaper, though. And, you know, it also allows us to, you know, boost our servers. By the way, join the Discord server, link in the description if you haven't yet. Have to plug the Discord. Excuse me. Speaking of Roblox, they all started their age verification. See, we could talk about that a little bit. That shit is scary. Dude, have you seen what's going on in, like, the UK? Or, I don't know if it's the UK or just Europe in general. But they're, like, trying to pass laws where, like, YouTube can only show, like, stuff that, like, they approve. Like, how dystopian is that? Like, that is insane. Like, UK, bro, you need to get your shit together. And I can't be saying much because, you know, the US government's pretty shitty in its own right. But UK, bro, you got to get your shit together, man. That's terrible. Like, that's bad for, like, the creator ecosystem as a whole. Like, that's just bad news. It's just the UK gotcha. That's a little better than all of Europe, but they got to get their shit together, man. Like, that's bad news. Not doing age verification. Yeah, the age verification's another thing that I'm not thrilled about it, but I mean, when it comes to like YouTube already has like my personal info and shit because I need that stuff to get paid and whatnot. So YouTube already has like my fucking social security number and all that shit. Like they just have all my info, all of my taxpayer info because they need it for me to get paid. So I mean, I'm not thrilled about the whole age verification thing. I'd prefer it for it to not exist, but I kind of already sold my life. I gave my soul to the YouTube gods. Thank God for VPNs. That's also true. Thank God for VPNs, bro. Definitely invest in a VPN if you can. There's even free ones. It's definitely useful. Like, definitely invest in a VPN if you can. It's a great investment. I've been paying for Surfshark since I got that sponsorship. I just kept paying for it. Like, for that sponsorship I did for Surfshark a while back, they gave me, like, 3 months free. I just kept using it. Like, I just kept paying for it because it's good. Like, I just like using it. It's nice. It feels nice to be, like, protected on the internet and stuff, you know. And, you know, you can access, you know, different things that are not available in your home country as well, which is a plus. Is Mario Galaxy still one of the best games to you? Oh, absolutely. Mario Galaxy is my favorite game of all time. I know I'm not talking much about the game itself because, you know, we're just kind of having other conversations, but it's still a great game. Like, I'm always having a blast playing Galaxy. Recently, I got a new 240 hertz monitor for a good discount. That's nice. Good for you, man. I know a lot of people like to be like, man, I can't tell the difference between 120 and like 60 FPS. I promise you, if you get a monitor that has like a higher refresh rate, you will be able to tell the difference and you will never be able to go back. You'll be able to go back after a while, but it's hard to go back from like 120 to like 60. It's hard. Ban SF because he talked about piracy. I know. I kind of broke my own rules, but I didn't direct people where to pirate the games. Is Lost World really bad or is it underrated? I think Lost World is underrated. I think that game doesn't get enough credit. I think it has really fun gameplay. When it comes to like the level design and the environments, it's a little too Mario-esque for a Sonic game, but it's good. I like it. It's a good game. You know what? We should stream Sonic Lost World sometime. I have a weird ritual where every year during like winter time I play through Sonic Lost World. I might stream my yearly playthrough this year. I have a 144 hertz monitor because I mainly just play older games and the few new games I play just need 144. That's fair. I think there are certain refresh rates that like don't look good for 60 FPS games. I think like 165, 75, those refresh rates don't really look good. But as long as it, like, evenly divides, I think as long as you have, like, 180 hertz, 120 hertz, 240, like, it'll look fine with 60 FPS. And, of course, if you have, like, FreeSync or G-Sync or anything like that, that problem just goes away. Because it adjusts your monitor's refresh rate accordingly. So we're all going to keep SF niche so he doesn't reach 100k. Please don't. I want to hit 100k. I hope to hit it this year, but if it doesn't happen this year, then next year. I'm hoping to hit it this year. I think it's possible. I think we can do it. But we'll see what happens. Y'all just gotta subscribe, man. You gotta subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. You know how it is. Am I going to beat the game in one stream? Probably not. I don't think I have time. We'll go till I get tired, you know. Again, we talked about this before. I literally it's hard for me to keep a stream going for like more than like 2.5 hours most of the time. Excuse me. Because it's already happening, but my voice is like getting scratchy and shit. Like it gets very difficult for me to keep a stream going for so long. I don't know how people do it, where they stream for a long time and keep the conversation going. It's difficult, man. The only time I ever do streams longer than like 3 hours is when we're like reacting to like a gaming event or something, and I don't talk that much, so it's hard. It's easy to it's easier to stream for longer when we're doing something like that. You're already subscribed to SF for SF slop? That's crazy, bro, but I appreciate it. I just realized you turned 20 this December, and you'll get 100K after 10 years of starting this channel. A coincidence? I hope that happens. How crazy would that be? I get 100K on the channel's like 10-year anniversary, which is December 16th, I think. It's around that time. That would be crazy if that somehow lined up. That would be a crazy, crazy coincidence. Like, imagine it happens on the exact day, too. That would be insane. That would be insane timing. I'm really excited for Kingdom Hearts 4, but I don't really like the art style. Ah, you're LARPing. Ah, you're a LARPer. Tails Chow caught LARPing in the act, bro. See, Tails Chow. See, how many Kingdom Hearts games have you played? I just want to get a good idea of how many Kingdom Hearts games you've played, Tails Chow. What are your thoughts on Jake Nazaro? Nazaro? I'm not sure I know who or what that is. I've never heard the name before, I don't think. I have heard of Guava Juice. You've played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2? Okay, well. Okay, then I wouldn't call you a LARPer then. But if you played Kingdom Hearts 3, you would know that Kingdom Hearts 3 started a thing. Well, even in Kingdom Hearts 2, it does it a little bit. But Kingdom Hearts 3 started a thing where the art style changes depending on which world you're in. And I won't spoil it because, you know, it happens at the end of Kingdom Hearts 3. But basically why Sora looks all realistic is because he's in a more realistic setting. But once they go back to the Disney worlds in Kingdom Hearts 4, the art style will change back, basically. You know? So that's why it looks all realistic. Like, in Kingdom Hearts 3, there's like the Toy Box world, which they look like plastic toys because, you know, it's in Toy Story. But then there's the Pirates of the Caribbean world, where everything looks ultra realistic and shit, because, you know, that's just the art style the world is going for. So, the reason why Kingdom Hearts 4 looks so realistic is simply just because they're in a realistic setting. Like, that's just it, you know? Now, if it doesn't look good to you, that's, you know, that's obviously your taste, but that's the reason why it is that way. It will change back. I can assure you it will change back once we get out of that city world, I'll just say, because I don't want to spoil it. Imagine if Disney made a Kingdom Hearts movie. That would go crazy. What about like a Kingdom Hearts anime? Holy shit, that would go hard, bro. That would be a legal nightmare, though. Jake Nazaro is a Sonic tuber. Oh, okay. That's interesting. There's so many Sonic tubers, dude. Like, I'm discovering new Sonic tubers like every day. Okay, let's see. I'm playing with a Pro Controller, so this might be a little more difficult. I usually do this with Joy-Cons. Turn right, you've got this twist. There's like some serious delay on that. Hold on. Okay, let's just do this. Okay, the delay is not that bad, actually. But yeah, I'm doing this with a Pro Controller, so this is a little difficult. Doing a series of crappy Sonic recap vids in MS Paint called Sonic Poorly Explained. Have I ever read the KH manga? There's a manga? Let me guess. It's like, it reveals like crucial lore to the story. Let me guess. I didn't even know that existed. That's cool. How is it legal trouble? Well, maybe it's not. I don't know. I was just kind of spitting out of my ass there, but you know, Disney is very very stingy with its IP. Like we know how difficult it was to get like Sora into Smash Bros. Like the only like Disney thing besides Sora, obviously, that made it into Smash Bros was the fucking keychain on his Keyblade, the Mickey Mouse one. But they took Donald and Goofy out of Sora's heart, his fucking whatever you want to call it, the dive into the heart segment. They took out Donald and Goofy from that, and they removed all other trace of like any Disney characters from that game. So Disney is like just very, very protective of their IP. Favorite dome? That's a good question. I like the kitchen. The kitchen has Beach Bowl and Ghostly Galaxy, and I love those galaxies. Actually, I don't know about Beach Bowl, but I also like Toy Time, and that's in the engine room. The fountain, you know, this game just has a lot of good domes. The fountain has space junk. Oh, but then you have like the bedroom, which has like Gusty Garden. The only one that I would say that I don't really like is the garden. Not the garden. Yeah, the garden. Yeah, the garden, which is the top one. That one I don't really like that much because a lot of it is like rehashes. Like you got Dreadnought Galaxy, which goes through a lot of the same stuff as Battle Rock. And then what else? You have that Matter Splatter Galaxy in that dome as well, which is kind of like not my thing. You do have like the multi-monster, or no, that's Galaxy 2. What's that no. What's the lava level called in the garden in Galaxy 1? I know Melty Monsters from Galaxy 2. What's the one called? I don't remember what it's called. It's the one with the fiery Dino Piranha. Melty Molten, gotcha. Melty Molten Galaxy, yeah. That one's pretty good. And, you know, the garden doesn't even have, like, a boss room or anything, so it's just like, that's probably my least favorite. See you soon, Arami. Thank you for stopping by. Appreciate you as always. Have a good rest of your day. Thoughts on me eating your entire physical game collection? Well, let's not do that. I need those games. M64 Bros, you probably don't know. No, I know M64 Bros. He's a good friend. Good friend of the channel, man. I know him. He's playable in this game, yeah, because he's like the red and black Mario. Although his colors are like inverted. It's not the same. I still have to get used to the anti-gravity in this game. It gets a little wonky. I think it's even more wonky in Galaxy 2, but like sometimes like the anti-gravity just gets like fucked up and you start like going all over the place and shit. Did you know they released a Kingdom Hearts for the PSP? Yes, that is Birth by Sleep. That game sucks, in my opinion. Again, I don't like any of the Kingdom Hearts games besides like 1, 2, and 3, and Melody of Memory. Other than that, like I don't like them. I tried getting into Birth by Sleep multiple times. Couldn't do it. Tried to get into Rechain multiple times. Couldn't do it. I don't think I've ever tried out Dream Drop Distance. Might have to give that game a shot. The Birth by Sleep like prologue on PS4, like in the 2.8 collection, that one was pretty good. But that was more so just because that was basically a demo of Kingdom Hearts 3. So that was pretty good. I haven't tried Recoded or Days, like the actual versions of those games on DS, because The collection only has the cutscenes from those games. I might have to try those out on DS. I own them on DS. I might have to try those out there. But, yeah. Other than that, Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, and 3, and even for the longest time, I didn't even like Kingdom Hearts 3 that much. But I replayed it fully for the first time when it came to Steam, and I really enjoyed it. So, I like Kingdom Hearts 3. I love KH1, but my main issue with it is that it's just really repetitive, and I don't really like the camera. KH1, I love KH1 still. I replayed it recently. There's a lot of BS. The end of the world segment is garbage. Like, that is just a slog to get through. KH streams when? Maybe one day. So you can LARP and watch the story. Days is one of your favorites, and Coded is hella underrated? Shit. I know they're all crucial to the story. I did watch the Days cutscenes on the collection, just so I can get the story. I love Roxas as a character, so I am curious to play that. But man, I will say this. I've learned to like Kingdom Hearts 3, but holy shit, it completely just fucked up the plot. They just fucked up everything, because they wanted to have, like, an Avengers Endgame moment so badly, where all the characters just, like, come out of nowhere and they, like, all fight Xehanort. Like, that shit was just so... That shit felt so forced. So they literally just made up some bullshit, so that would, like, I guess make sense in the story. Like, not to spoil it entirely, but they were, like, on some bullshit, like, yeah, they made replicas, and replicas can have hearts now, and it's like, what? What are you talking about? Like, they just fucked it all up. That's the first time I've ever seen anybody fall off Mega Leg. You know, that was probably the first time I've fallen off Mega Leg too. Oh, I was trying to do the skip. Wait a minute. That dude just... That bullet bill literally hit the thing and it didn't do nothing. That's alright, we'll get this guy in here. I'm on. There we go. Dude, I used to struggle with that part so much as a kid. That used to be, like, so difficult for me. The Mega Leg music when you climb up goes hard. It does. This game as a whole just has such a goated soundtrack. Bum bum bum. You got a Grand Star. Super Larpio Galaxy? That's crazy. SF LARP Productions. Have you guys seen those fucking, those LARP channels? Like, it's like, LARP the Wa or Scott the LARP, or there's a bunch of channels like that. Where they just make like parodies. That's just so funny. The LARPing tombstone. Are you behind that? Plain LARP? Yeah, exactly. Let's see. Do we have enough star bits to do the Hungry Luma? Let's see. I think we should, right? 500? It's gotta be enough. How much do you need? Okay, 400, sure. Eat up, fat ass. Transform! I actually got the Galaxy 1 Plus 2 pack as an import copy for $55. Do you think that's good for both of them? Definitely better than fucking $70. I'll say that easily. Obviously. The lower price, the better, honestly. Mario. It's a me, Mario. Here we go. The sweet. This is just the sweet Galaxy, right? Sweet mysteries from Galaxy 2. Dude, I'm totally down to like do 100% playthroughs of both games. I'm totally down to do that. I got GTA 6 for 4 cents. Is that a good deal? How? Why specifically 6 cents? That's crazy. Just give it for free at that point. What am I having for dinner? I don't know. I haven't decided. I will say this. At some point, I have a bit for an upcoming video. I need Burger King. I need to get Burger King at some point for an upcoming bit for a video. So that needs to happen. May not be tonight, but it needs to happen. GTA 6 won't be running at 60 FPS, and that's weird. Do we know that for sure yet, though? Because I know there's been, like, rumors of it having, like, 30 FPS only, but is that confirmed? I feel like that's only a rumor. Should make a video about PlayStation ending physical discs. I've thought about doing that on the second channel. I do want to, again, we've talked about this earlier, but I do want to do, like, I want to turn my second channel into, like, just a random... I mean, it kind of already is just a video where I can upload, like, whatever I want, but I kind of want it to turn into, like, me making, like, just videos, like, fully produced videos, but of, like, topics, whatever I want to talk about that day, basically. Yeah, there is a second channel, but I only really upload, like, random bullshit on it. Like, it's literally the most random bullshit. Like, literally anything I want to upload, I'll upload on that channel. I very rarely upload on it. And, I mean, it's in the description if y'all want to check it out. And there's also the music channel that I upload my music on. If that's something you're interested in. What's my opinion on pillowcase? Are we talking like the file sharing service or like an actual pillowcase? Because I fuck heavy with my pillowcase, bro. It's nice and comfy and soft, bro. Gets nice and cold, bro. Know what I'm saying? Space Junk Galaxy is so good. I'm still so upset at the Galaxy movie because they were talking about, like, the whole movie. They were talking about some Space Junk Galaxy and how they're going to go to the Space Junk Galaxy. And I was like, oh my gosh, yes. But then they just never went to it. So it's like, fuck. Like, look at this, dude. I fucking love Space Junk Galaxy. Honestly, dude, Space Junk Galaxy might be my favorite galaxy in this game. Like, it perfectly captures, like, that space aesthetic. Like, with the music and, like, just everything is so good. It's so good, dude. 150cc every Mario Kart game? Damn. That would be kind of fun. Just play, like, every Mario Kart game. That would be a fun thing to do. You know, that would be a fun thing to do for, like, charity. Because I've been wanting to do a charity stream. But I've been trying to figure out, like, what. I've been trying to figure out what. Like, what would be a good charity stream to do? Because I did, you know, raising rings when that was a thing. We did that, and that was fun. But I want to do some, like, you know, on my own, kind of. Or if other people want to participate, that's fine. But, I don't know, I just kind of want to, you know, do a charity stream that way. Do Raising Cane's. See, now you're fucking with me. See, you know how much I dislike Raising Cane's, bro. Zaxby's for the win. Bro, I should get Zaxby's for dinner, bro. Hold up. No, I'm just playing. I'll probably make something. Bro, I've been eating out a lot, like, too much. Like, getting takeout or fast food or whatever, because it's just, like, it's just easy. And it's good. But it's very unhealthy. Low-key becoming a chud over here. Subway, not bad, not bad. I like Subway. Arby's mukbang, see, now we're just saying stuff. Tim Hortons, I do not have a Tim Hortons. I live down south, and they don't have Tim Hortons down south. They didn't have Cane's for a while either, but I just got a Cane's built near me, and it sucks. I hate it. I do not like Cane's. It's like, can I just get a box combo? Can I get the Caniac combo? Like, get out of here, bro. Like, literally, all Cane's has is chicken. Like, I know that's, like, whatever, but at least with Zaxby's, you know, they got, like, chicken wraps, they got chicken tacos, they got chicken sandwiches, and they have, like, a million different sauces to choose from. Cane's, you either get the cane sauce, and that's, like, all you get. Disgusting, bro. Disgusting. Yeah, I don't even like the chicken from Cane's. Their fries are awful. The most unseasoned fries of all time. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if you told me they don't even put salt on those fries. That's how bad they are. Should have been Sunshine. What's up, Nask? Hell no, we're playing the best game ever made, bro. What are you talking about? Chick-fil-A sandwiches are so much better than Zaxby's. Hey, I'm not disagreeing with you. I love me some Chick-fil-A. Dude, I would... I'm on summer break right now for college, obviously, but dude, it was unhealthy, dude. Like, literally, every time I had time to kill between classes in college, I would always hit up the Chick-fil-A down the street. I would get my Chick-fil-A, bro, and then I would get my laptop, and I would work on, you know, schoolwork or a video or something. Dude, I was chudding out, man. I was chudding out. It was very unhealthy. Summer break has allowed me to eat more at the house. It's good for my health and also my wallet. See you soon, Kevin. Thanks for stopping by. My college has Chick-fil-A. I mean, my university also has a Chick-fil-A on campus, but there's also one down the street. And I always like to go to the one down the street because the one on campus is always very crowded when I like to go. There's always a huge line. Chick-fil-A helped you lose weight with those damn grilled nuggets and buffalo sauce during college? See, that's if you can get something healthy from Chick-fil-A like that. But me, bro, I always get, like, the deluxe chicken sandwich, bro. You gotta put the honey barbecue sauce on that with the fries and the lemonade, bro. Oh, my God, it's so good, bro. Oh, it's so good. Bro, Chick-fil-A's lemonade is to die for. Popeyes for the win, you're on crack. I'm sorry, Popeyes is nasty. Actually, it's not that bad. Popeyes, if you get a chicken sandwich from Popeyes, it's pretty good. Bro, I got that last time I had Popeyes. I had that fucking, like, FNAF box. That they had for the movie. Dude, that shit was disgusting. Holy shit, it was so bad. I was about to throw up. That Chica cupcake, I literally got sick. Like, I almost got sick after one bite of that Chica cupcake. Dude, that shit looked and it tasted disgusting. Yeah, Chick-fil-A is goated, dude. Bro, people be hating on Chick-fil-A lemonade. Like, do you know Chick-fil-A, you know the Chick-fil-A lemonade, it has, like, the pulp in it? Dude, that shit is good. Like, people don't like that. Like, I think I was talking to Stickman the other day. We were talking about the same thing. Like, both of our fat asses were talking about Chick-fil-A, of course. He was like, nah, I don't like their lemonade. It's got the pulp in it. Bro. But that's, like, what makes it so good, if you ask me. It's like, I don't know. Like, I love that shit about the Chick-fil-A lemonade. You used to eat pizza every night? Every night? Every night is crazy. Every night, huh? Damn. What am I studying for? I'm going to college for cybersecurity. That's my major. As of now, I've thought about changing it because I don't know. I'm like bipolar when it comes to cybersecurity. Like some days I like really like it, and then other days I'm like, fuck, end my life. You know? I've been thinking about switching it. But I'll tell you this, I don't. It probably will get worse. But I've only gone through my first 2 semesters of college so far. Dude, it's so much better than high school. Dude, I love college so much better than high school. I literally wake up at like 10 o'clock every day. I go to classes for maybe like 4 hours, and then I'm done for the day. Then I go get some Chick-fil-A, man. I have time to work on homework and stuff and videos. Dude. Bro's gonna go to college when he's probably gonna make YouTube full-time anyway? No. I wouldn't lie to... I would be lying to you guys if... I don't know if I should be saying this. I will say, I've thought about, once I hit 100K, I've thought about, like, completely putting YouTube on, like, the back burner and, like, maybe making a video, like, once a month, just for fun. And then getting, like, a real, like, actual job. I know that may be a weird thing to say, because it's like, oh my god, YouTube is so great, like, you get to make whatever you want, and then you get money from it, and it's like, yeah. But holy, man, there are times where I kind of just want to, like, I kind of just want to have, like, a steady source of income and just be able to do this for fun, you know? Because, yeah, I mean, right now, YouTube is my job. Like, I do it for money. This is my main source of income. But there are times where I'm like, I really wish I had this on the back burner, like as a side project, just to do for fun. And then I had like an actual job. But at the same time, I'm not trying to work like a retail job or a fast food job. I'm definitely going to wait until I get more experience with my major, and then I'm going to hopefully get a job through there. And I could start like an actual career with that, you know? I mean, yeah, here's the thing about YouTube as well. YouTube is wildly inconsistent with, payment, obviously. Some months are really good, others are really bad. Like, it's very... there is, at least with, like, a normal job, you get, like, a guaranteed, like, fixed, steady income, basically. That's not a thing with YouTube. YouTube is very variable. So there's kind of a bit of like there's that involved, that you need to stay on top of things so you can, like, make ends meet and all that. That's not really a problem with like it's a normal job. Like YouTube, it pays well. Like, I won't lie to you guys and be like, no, it pays well. And I'm very thankful for that, but it's not stable at all, you know? Yeah, that too. The job market is very shit, which is very unfortunate. So I'm very blessed to be in a position where I'm able to do this for money, basically. But I mean, I would be lying to you guys if I hadn't thought about, getting an actual, like, real job. Because, dude, I mean, YouTube, like, I'm not going to sit here and act like it's harder than a 9-to-5. Because anybody who tells you that, they're lying, okay? Anybody who tells you that fucking... Especially when it comes to streaming. Like, do you know fucking... who said it? Was it Kai Cenat, I think? Who was like, man, streaming's harder than a 9-to-5. No, the fuck it isn't. Especially streaming. Like, streaming, you literally just turn on a camera, you turn on your PC, and you just stream yourself doing jack shit in front of millions of people, and you just get money for that. That's not harder than a 9-to-5. Like, get out of here with that bullshit. Well, if we're talking about, like, normal content creation, when you're, like, you know, your script writing, your editing, your recording, and it's like a one-man show. Like, yeah, I could understand maybe saying that's harder than a 9 to 5, but even then, it depends on what job you're talking about, because there are multiple people who work their asses off at their job, and they do so much more work than people who do content. It depends then. But specifically when it comes to streaming, if you say that streaming is harder than like a normal job, you're just insane. I'm sorry. You are privileged, you know? In no world, I about to say, I mean, we were talking about this earlier, but streaming, it does get mentally taxing at times. Like, we were talking about this earlier, but it is hard for me to stream past 2 hours, you know? But most people who are, like, streaming like Kais and Nat, they don't have to, like, keep a conversation going with their chat. They don't have to, you know, find things to talk about, because they just, like, kind of sit there and just watch YouTube videos, you know? That's easy as fuck. You kidding me? That's easy as hell. I'd do that off stream. Like, that's easy as hell. I was about to say, don't let any streamer like that tell you that it's harder than a 9 to 5. That is purely like a privileged thing to say. And an ignorant thing to say. A tone-deaf thing to say. Am I sorry I don't have a crew chief? No, I'm not, because I'm a one-man show. Hey. Look, this channel, it's mostly a one-man show. I have an editor for shorts. And sometimes I'll commission thumbnails, but apart from that, that's kind of it. Like, other than that, I edit my own videos, I record them, obviously. I make the thumbnails most of the time. You know, I stream, you know, this is all me. It's just every week I have a short that I have my editor make. You're so close to 90K. We are close. We're around 900 away, and you know the 900 sub goal is going to be reacting to your videos, so get ready for that. Streaming is 1,000 times easier and better. See, I bet. I'll say, like just, yeah, exactly. Just in food service is also very difficult. Like, one of my friends, he's a manager of an Arby's. And that shit's difficult for him. That was a line from Cars. Oh god, I didn't realize. This is some kind of a Super Mario Galaxy? Exactly. Is this some kind of Mario Galaxy? But it's Arby's? I mean, it is Arby's. I mean, you won't catch me eating at Arby's, personally. Look, you won't see me. I'm about to say, there are very few, there are a few restaurants or fast food places you'll never catch me eating at. One is Arby's. 2 is Firehouse Subs, bro. Fuck Firehouse Subs, bro. That's just disgusting. And 3, what's the third one? Raising Cane's, bro. Actually, I would be willing to try Cane's again. But the other 2, no thanks, bro. You're a hero, Brian. Dude, what y'all think about the next Minecraft movie? Firehouse Subs sucks, bro. Compared to, like, Subway and, like, Jersey Mike's, bro, Firehouse Subs sucks. I don't know about Jimmy John's. I've never tried Jimmy John's. Like, there's not one that's close to me. Subway and Jersey Mike's are your main options. Subway is good. Subway is good sometimes, dude. Jersey Mike's is very expensive, though. Jersey Mike's is expensive. I like Jersey Mike's. Like, bro, get like a cheesesteak from Jersey Mike's. Oh, that shit's so good, bro. It's very fattening, but it's so good. Dude, what's y'all's, like, favorite pizza place, bro? Like, we talking, like, fast food pizza, bro. For me, it depends, bro. Because usually I'm like a Papa John's guy. If I just want, like, a pepperoni pizza, bro, Papa John's is my go-to for that. But Domino's when it comes to like specialty pizzas like Domino's and their cheesesteak pizza, oh my god, that shit's immaculate, bro. I don't like Domino's pepperoni though. Like I don't like their red sauce, but when it comes to like their specialty pizzas, like their cheesesteak pizza, holy. That shit's smack, bro. Oh, Marco's is okay. I like Marco's a fair bit. Hungry Howie's pretty solid too. Little Caesars is always the GOAT. You know, if you need something to eat, bro, Little Caesars is always the GOAT. Pizza Time. I don't know if I've heard of that. Marco's is too expensive. Try Giordano's. It'll be the best pizza you'll ever have. I don't know if I have that. Is that a local place or a chain? If it's a chain, I might have it. If it's a local place, like I have a ton of local places that are awesome, dude. Oh my god, there's a place near me that has like the best New York style pizza ever. It is so good. Yeah, I walked off the edge. Yeah, we have to restart. It's my bad. I remember going to this pizza tower to eat. I don't know, there's some Italian running around the pizza tower. Every time my parents get pizza, it's always from Tosco. I don't think I know what that is either. But from the box, it's kind of mid, but when you reheat it, it's really good. Interesting. I don't know, that's interesting. Sometimes when you eat pizza, it's better on, like, if you reheat it in the microwave, but that's not most of the time. Giordano's is a chain. They have a deep dish with a ton of Tommy. Oh, okay, let me look this up. Let me see if I have one near me, because if there's one near me, bro, I think I know what I'm getting for dinner tonight, bro. Maybe we'll see. Oh, no. Oh no, yeah, no. I don't have one near me. The closest one is in Orlando, which is hours away. Yeah. I do not want to have one near me, unfortunately. You have this pizza. You have a pizza heater? That's fancy. Are you talking like a pizza oven? Like a wood-burning pizza oven? That's also fancy, but like you just have a heater that's like made for pizza? That's crazy. Anthony's cold fried pizza. Yeah, I don't know if that's a chain. If it's a local place, obviously I highly doubt I'd have it unless if you live like right next to me. But chains, you never know. I mean I got like, I got like the usual stuff. I got Papa John's, Pizza Hut, Domino's, Hungry Howie's. All of that. I have the big like chains, Lil C's, I got all that. I miss the days when I'd fake being sick and stay home from school to order Pizza Hut. You would... Yo, Nask. That is some chudly behavior, bro. I'm sorry, that is some chudly behavior, bro. You would fake being sick so you could order Pizza Hut. Nah, that's some chud behavior, bro. Nah. That is some chud behavior, bro. That's crazy. You'd fake being sick to order Pizza Hut, dude. Have I ever faked being sick? I don't know if I've ever faked being sick. But I do remember, bro, as a kid, as a very young child, I would get Little Caesars because it was cheap. And I would watch Sonic X reruns. Dude, that was the fucking life. I did that recently, like just to like have some nostalgia going on. Like, I got Little Caesars, and then I came home and just watched Sonic X reruns. You put leftover pizza in the thing and it reheats it? Oh, that's so cool, actually. You faked being sick to play Fortnite? I mean, I don't know if I've ever faked being sick. At least I don't remember an instance where I faked being sick. I don't know, because I would, like, especially in, like, high school, I would get, like, major anxiety if I, like, skipped school because I would be worried about how much shit I missed and how much, like, work I would need to catch up on, you know? So I would, like, avoid skipping school as much as possible. But, of course, I would actually get sick and I'd have to stay home and I would be like, oh my god, I'm gonna miss so much work that I have to make up. Do I play Punch-Out? No. I've played Punch-Out on, like, the NES. Imagine being sick to play Sonic Forces. That's crazy. Now, who's doing that? You barely passed high school, but you got perfect grades in college? Damn. Can we all agree that anything out of an air fryer is immaculate? Dude, I cooked some, like, mozzarella sticks in the air fryer the other day. Holy shit. That shit was so good. Have I ever played Sonic Jam on the Gamecom? I have not. I don't have a Gamecom. But I do have Sonic Jam for it. I skipped school for playing Mario Odyssey. No, that's actually valid. Actually, okay. I do have an instance where I skipped school, but I skipped school when Shadow Generations came out. But it was my senior year of high school. I didn't really have much going on. I skipped school to play Shadow Gens, but my parents were like chill with it. My parents didn't care. They're like, as long as you keep your grades up, we don't care. So I skipped school to play Shadow Generations at launch. It was my senior year of high school. Way to make you feel old. Yeah, Nask's senior year of high school is when, like, Sonic 3 came out. And I'm not talking about the movie. Speaking of Sonic Jam, is it any good? I think it's a solid way to play the classic games. I love the Sonic World mode, the hub world. That's great. Like, the Sonic World mode is awesome. See, Sonic Forces came out, I think I was like 10 years old. I was in elementary school. I think I was in 4th grade when that game came out. Isn't that crazy? No, wait. No, I was in 5th. I was in 5th grade when that game came out. Shit. Dude, I was in 4th grade when the Switch came out. There we go. Dude, I remember this boss fight. Jita was having such a hard time playing this boss fight when he was playing Galaxy. Just thought I'd mention that. There we go. It's like, no way you're having trouble against Terrantox, bro. Like, that's crazy. I say that and then I fuck up. Maybe I should shut my mouth, bro. Maybe I should shut my mouth, bro. There we go. It sounded like you were in my late 20s. No, I'm not even 20 yet, bro. I turned 20 later this year. A big 2-0, bro. I got a star. You were barely in kindergarten when the Switch came out? Damn, bro. Yeah, Benji's a couple years older than me. Yeah, I was born in 06, yeah. The year Sonic 06 came out. Although I was born after that game came out. I was born in December of 2006. How are you a year older than me, yet a year behind in college? I don't know, man. I was never held back in school, so I don't know. I don't know how college is for y'all, but where I live, you start kindergarten when you're like 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember exactly. And then you work your way up to high school, and you're done with high school when you're 18, basically. So I'm going into my second year of college this year. And I'm going to be 19 going on 20 when I start my second year of college. A month after the worst game franchise would grow. Yep, yep. Hey, I will say my first Sonic game was Sonic Colors, though. So, see, my first Sonic game was an actual good Sonic game. I played Sonic Colors for the first time. I was maybe 4 or 5 years old. I don't remember if it was 2010 or 2011. But Sonic Colors was my first Sonic game, and that was after I got into Sonic by watching like Sonic X reruns. That's how I got into the Sonic series for the first time. And I would say that's a pretty solid way to get into the Sonic series, you know. Sonic X ain't a bad game. Ain't a bad show. I like it. Of course, Chris is a little annoying, but I think it was a solid way to get into the series. Did I watch the World Cup? I watched a little bit of the US matches. We got destroyed the last match though by I think Belgium. That was really bad. I don't know if I'll watch. I'll probably watch like the final, but I don't know if I'll watch like the rest of it, you know. SA1 was your first game? Of course it was, bro. You were born in like you're born in like 1971, bro. Got any star bits? Okay, you need 50. That's good. I have just enough. You got into Sonic while playing Mania on your sister's Switch? See, that's a good way to get into Sonic. Mania? Yeah, Mania as your first game is a goated pick. You're already experiencing, like, peak gaming as your first Sonic game. I would say Colors is peak gaming, too, but Colors is a good game. I'll die on that hill. Colors is a great game. No one will ever be able to convince me that Colors is somehow this overlooked bad game. When can we submit videos? I'll have to plan that. It depends on when we hit 90K. I'll open the queue in the... It will be through Discord. We'll have a system where there will be a queue through Discord. You could just post links. I haven't really determined like the rules yet, but you would send links through Discord. It'll probably be like, you know, 10 minutes is like the recommended amount, like max. If you have a video longer, I'll probably just skim through it. So, but yeah, you could submit the video through Discord. It could either be your video or somebody else's. It doesn't matter. Or, you know, if you want to skip the line, you could super chat with the link or the title of the video to skip the line. That could be the rule. That could be how we could do it. But I will have to cut off the line at some point because we can't go like all night or all day, you know. So we'll plan that. We'll plan that accordingly. And if there's, you know, or we could do multiple streams either. It doesn't have to be just one stream. We could do multiple streams. Pay to win, exactly. See, now you know how it works, bro. Now you know how it works. But I'm hoping, I don't know if this will happen or not, but maybe we can hit 90K within the next week. Maybe not. And maybe we'll have the special happen next weekend. Or maybe the weekend after, actually. We need some breathing room. But hey, who knows? Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, God, not this. Okay, okay, hold on. I gotta, like, reposition my mic and shit because I'm gonna have to hold my controller upright for this. Okay, yeah, hold it up. Holding it up. I'm holding it up. Oh, 1 million next month. Imagine if I just have a video, like, get, like, 100 million views. Alright. Has that ever happened where somebody, like blew up overnight and they got, like, their 100K sub plaque and their 1 million plaque in, like, the same... Like, within the same, like, breath, I guess? Has that ever happened? That'd be crazy. I don't know. Dude, I really want that 100K plaque. I'm very worried that they're... I'm very worried because they already, like... They already sized down the 100K plaque. Because of, like, you know, shorts creators. I'm worried they're one day just going to, like, completely phase out the 100K plaque. Like, we're only doing 1 million now. I would hate that. Digital plaque, see, that would be some garbage. You got 1 million in one day? Holy. I mean, it is Ronaldo, though. It is Ronaldo. I got into Sonic by watching Boom on Boomerang. Then a year later, during the pandemic, I watched the first movie, and then by Prime, I became a Sonic fan. Nice. That's cool. I remember Boom on Boomerang. They sent it there to die. That's what Cartoon Network does with, like, all of their failed shows. They always send them to Boomerang for, like, just to die. It's so sad. Could be like Uber, where they send you an email with a gold star after 1,000 5-star rides. Dude, imagine if Uber, like, sent you an award that you could, like, hang on your wall. That'd be funny. Dude, I'm sorry, bro. With Uber, bro, they just be giving people 5-star rides just for the hell of it. Like, dude, I got an Uber in Atlanta one time. And dude was like visibly, like, pissed off at something. And he was like, yeah, man, fuck, you know, like, he was on some of that. And he was like, he was driving crazy too, bro. Like, we thought we were gonna die, bro. I mean, motherfuckers move differently in Atlanta, I know that much, but holy. Dude damn near rear-ended like 3 different people. And I was like, we're gonna die. Me and my friend, we went to a concert. We Ubered back to the Airbnb, and we were like, oh fuck, we're gonna die. But this dude had, like, all 5-star reviews, bro. I gave him 5 stars because, like, that's just what you do, bro. You just give him 5 stars. I don't care. I don't care if we almost died, bro. I'll give you 5 stars. Who cares? Did you start the stream or you got your chips? What's up? Cena? Yeah, we started the stream, brother. Uber is basically child labor. Are you able... I think you have to be 18 or older to be on Uber, right? I don't know if I trust an 18-year-old kid fucking driving me around in an Uber anyway. I don't hate Switch or Switch 2 UI. If only they had actual themes. It's so funny because the themes, they have those on, like, the Switch Online app, just not on the home menu. What's up, gamer boy? He would have hunted you if you didn't. Yeah. He would have knocked on the door. Hey, what's with this? 2 stars? Pathetic. Then he just kills me. They didn't do a background check until 1 year after you started working? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm never using Uber ever again, bro. I'm using Lyft from now on, bro. Or hell, bro, if I'm in like a bigger city, bro, I'm just using a Waymo, bro. I will let the AI drive me around, bro. I did want to try, because there were, when I was in Atlanta, there were like Waymos, the little robot cars. I did want to try one, but I was low-key scared to. I was low-key terrified of using a Waymo, bro. I do want to try it. What was the first movie you ever watched in theaters? Or I definitely don't remember. I was probably a very, very young child. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I think the earliest one I remember watching was Inside Out. But I know I've watched a movie in theaters before that. I had to have. I remember I watched the Smurfs in theaters. That was a long time ago. That was before that had to have been before Inside Out. I'm trying to think. I mean, yeah, there's definitely I definitely don't remember the first movie I ever watched in theaters 100%. The Mario movie ad, I mean, the Mario movie is just a giant ad to promote Smash Ultimate. I think it was more so an ad for the Galaxy remasters, as well as, you know, other Mario games, as well as the new Star Fox game, or the remake. That's the only reason why Star Fox was in that movie. The only reason why Star Fox was in the Galaxy movie is because they wanted to promote Star Fox, the upcoming remake. Like, I could have told you that. Like, I knew before they even freaking announced the Star Fox game. I was like, oh yeah, they're definitely making a new Star Fox game. And they're using the Galaxy movie to promote that. Cars is coming back to theaters? That's exciting. Dude, I love Cars. I don't really like Cars 2 that much. I love Cars 1, though. Cars 3 is okay. Cars 2 is good, but like it's good in its own right. Like I wouldn't say it's like a good Cars movie, but it's a decently good movie, if that makes any sense. Yeah, the Star Fox direct, because we knew it was coming. Like they did like shadow drop it, but it's like we knew a new Star Fox thing was coming, so it's like why not just shadow drop the direct? Cars 1 is underrated AF. Do people not like Cars? Cars is your favorite? Yeah, dude, Cars is so goated. I want to rewatch Cars. We were talking about earlier how I got to go back and rewatch a lot of the movies I watched as a kid that I haven't watched in a while. Like, I want to watch the Despicable Me movies. I want to watch the Lego movie again. I want to watch the Cars movies, dude. Like... Dude, I gotta watch so much shit. Dude, I might do that tonight, bro. I might just watch fucking Cars, bro. I'll say, I think everybody likes Cars. Dude, the Lego movie is so gas. I gotta watch the Lego movie. I did watch the second Lego movie in theaters when it came out. I don't remember liking that one very much. I think, like, Emmett had, like, a brother or something. Like, it was weird. I haven't watched the Lego movie in a hot minute, though. Please about the I don't know what you're talking about. Johan? I don't know what you're talking about, brother. What's that? Also, I just noticed some of the stars in the back are, like, colored. That's kind of cool. What's going on over there? What's the blue star going on? What's it doing? Cars is your favorite movie of all time? That's not ridiculous. That's not ridiculous at all. 30? I can make that work. I just need to get that. I just need to get the bomb. And you get that star. I was say, yeah, Cars 2 is alright. I don't hate Cars 2. I've learned to kind of like it over time. But, yeah, I mean, I can see why, you know, people didn't fuck with it. What do you guys know about Planes? Like the fucking Disney knockoff, or I guess the spin-off of Cars. What y'all know about that movie? I haven't seen... There were 2 movies of those. There was Planes and Planes Fire and Rescue, which came out like a year later. I remember those movies being pretty garbage. I haven't watched them since they came out, but I remember those games being pretty garbage. Although, I remember I used to have a Planes game on the 3DS. I don't have it anymore, because I remember a while back I sold a bunch of my games that I didn't care about. Like, I think this was back in, like, this was probably 8 years ago. Before I really cared about game collecting. I sold a bunch of my games I didn't care about. And Planes on the 3DS had to go. Planes was sick, the movie? Was it? I remember both movies being pretty bad. Granted, I haven't seen them in 13 years, but I just remember them being pretty bad. You used to have a Planes game on the leap pad? Oh, like the... Yeah, the Leapfrog. I used to have one of those. They made a couple of Sonic games for those things. It was a Sonic X on the Leapster, and there was Sonic 1 for the DIDJ. Or the Didge. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there were 2 Sonic games for those little, like, you know, little kids' tablets. You would rather watch Cars 2 over Toy Story 4? Is Toy Story 4 really that bad? I've never seen it in full, but was it really that bad? Future Mario and Luigi Partners in Time remake on Switch 2? I would be down to see that. I need to get into the Mario and Luigi games. I think what would probably happen is we'll get DS Switch Online, and we'll get, you know, those games on Switch Online. I think that's probably what's going to happen, if you ask me. That's my prediction. No way Riley actually pulls off a 2 hour. We'll probably go until we finish this dome, and then we'll end stream. That's probably the plan. How are they going to put DS games on the Switch? I think they could figure it out. What they could do is they could have, like, they could put both screens on one screen and just position them vertically. Like, they could do that. I don't think, like, I've seen some people talking about them, like, making a second screen accessory for the Switch 2. I don't think that's going to happen. I know there was that patent they made where they had that. I don't know if that's going to happen, though. Is this emulator? No, this is the Switch version of Galaxy. The 2025 version. We could also play 3D All-Stars, I guess, but I don't see a point. You get 4K on this version. So I'm only playing it at 1440p. But you get the idea. Oh, come on, get up. Get up, Mario. Nice. Do you remember when they used to release games after some movies came out? Like Toy Story, Ice Age, Monsters vs. Aliens? When it comes to movie tie-in games, I'm not that familiar. I remember I had the Lego Movie video game. And I remember that being pretty good, but I got stuck on it. I still have that, actually, for the Wii U. I still have that game. I think they also made a second one when the second Lego Movie came out, but I never played that. Dude, what are your thoughts on Lego Batman? Dude, Lego Batman was actually such a fire movie as well. I also watched a Lego Ninjago movie, but I didn't really care for that one that much. Yeah, Lego Batman movie is so fire. Ice Age? I've never been big on Ice Age, personally. Oh yeah, I saw the Toy Story remasters that are coming out. Dude, apparently Toy Story 2 is like an insanely good game. Maybe Toy Story 3 is too, I don't know. But I think whatever team made those games were like actually so goated. Of course, I never played them, but apparently those were like amazing movie tie-in games. Like they were basically just like you playing through the movie. And I think I remember there's something. I think it was Lego Star Wars. The whatever one was the Revenge of the Sith. It came out like a month before the actual movie, and it literally like spoiled the whole movie. Like a month before it even came out. Like that's hilarious. I remember playing a pretty decent demo of Toy Story 3 for the iPad. Interesting. I'm assuming that was probably like kind of the same thing going on with that one. Love Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. I don't know about that one. I don't know if I've heard of that one. Is that a mobile game or is that like a? Because there was the Indiana Jones game that came out like in 2024. I think it was The Great Circle. I think is what it was called, if I'm not mistaken. Apparently that game was pretty good. The Bethesda one. Oh, dude, I love Home Alone. You're talking about the old one, right? Because the new one, there was a newer Home Alone that came out recently that was like a reboot and it sucked. It was terrible. Home Alone is Home Alone or Elf. Those are probably my two favorite Christmas movies. Yeah, the old one. Dude, I will say this. I didn't hate Home Alone 2. I don't like Home Alone 3. Low key though, don't sleep on Home Alone 4. That movie's actually not that bad. Yeah, there were 6. Home Alone 4 actually wasn't that bad. Like the one where Kevin's like really young. He's like a 5-year-old or something. And his parents like getting a divorce or something. That shit was not that bad. It was dumb. It was stupid. Wasn't bad. No, I have not played any of the Toy Story games. The closest I've played was Disney Infinity. And there was like a there's like a Toy Story there's like a Toy Story world in that game, I think. I think that's the closest I ever played though. I think the Disney Infinity games were made by the same people who made the Toy Story games though, which is kind of cool. Spider-Man 2, the movie game, is also really damn good. I played Spider-Man 1 on the PS2. I never played Spider-Man 2, though. Weren't there also the Amazing Spider-Man games on, like, PS4? I think those are, like, delisted now. Because obviously you have, like, Insomniac Spider-Man, which is, like, a million times better, but... There was also, what, Spider-Man Shattered Dimensions or something like that I heard was really good. It was, like, a very underrated game. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember more. See you soon, Pea Shooter. Thanks for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you as always. Okay, what's going on? Get in there. No, stop. Okay, okay, hold on. I'm actually selling. I'm actually selling. I've played this boss how many times? No, hit him. There we go. There we go. Boom. Check that out. 6 or 7 times. I've definitely played through Galaxy more than that. 100%. I think I've 100% in this game at least 10 times. At least. Ultimate Spider-Man? That's based on the original Ultimate Spider-Man comics. I'll say there was a lot of old Spider-Man games that I need to tap into. Okay, we're done there. Oh, there's oh wait, we need to go do the prankster comment for Honey Hive, I believe. You know what? I'm curious now. What stars I got in my Luigi save file? You know what? I am curious. Hold on. We're not done yet. I just want to see. Because what I can do is honestly, we could just play up to the Luigi save file, and we could just continue as Luigi if we decide to stream this game again. So yeah, that was 27 stars. Which stars did I get? I'm curious. So we basically did all of the terrace and all of the fountain. We didn't even touch the kitchen. No. Let me talk to this Luma. Show me the map. Yo, Josh Pix, it's your birthday, bro? Happy birthday, bro. That's awesome. So let's see. Good egg, honey hive. Yeah, so I basically completed all of it. Except up to, you know, yeah. Yeah, we could very easily just get up to the Luigi save file part, and we can just continue from there. So, yeah, to end this stream, let's go ahead and finish up the fountain. We have a few more stars to get. See, we need like 4 more stars, and we can just continue on the other save file next time. But yeah, happy birthday, Josh. Happy birthday, Daniel. Alright, let's go to the terrace, because I think there's the prankster comment in here. Yep, there it is, as expected. Have we done the speedrun comment for Good Egg yet? I don't know if we have. I think we have. It's raining outside. Dude, I love it when it rains outside. Although it's been raining a lot recently. It's been raining too much. Do you think Michael Jackson's music can fit into another Sonic game? Absolutely. I think Connor made a video on that. Putting Michael Jackson music in other Sonic games. Great video, by the way. You should check it out. Aw, crap. I always forget how to do the running start on that. I know you can like crouch, but I think you have to do something else that I'm missing. Do you know how to get a Wii U nowadays? I think the best thing you could do is probably just get it off eBay or like a used game store. Make sure you have to check the prices though, because retro game stores like to upcharge on a lot of things. Like literally every time I go to my local retro game store, I always have my phone out like on eBay. Every time, just to compare prices. And sometimes I find some good deals at the game store, but you know, like I think I got a copy of Yoshi's Story at my retro game store recently for like 20 to 25 bucks, and it was a really good deal. So sometimes you'll find good deals. Other times though, you got to be careful because they'll scam you. They'll scam you quick. TASM 2 is hot garbage. I didn't hate the Amazing Spider-Man movies. I didn't hate them. They were okay. Were they great? No. They weren't bad, though. Didn't I get Sonic Jam for $200 on eBay? No, so Sonic Jam. So, I found a really good price for Sonic Jam. I love telling this story because this was around the time I was trying to get every Sonic game. You know, I made the video. I was collecting the Sega Saturn Sonic games. And I was looking for Sonic Jam, obviously. Now, on eBay, this game was going for like $275 to $300, even $350 for like a good condition copy. But there was this local game store. Well, it wasn't a game store. It was a toy store that also happened to sell video games. And I went there one day because I was hanging out with my cousins, and they said, yeah, we got to stop by this store. It's really cool. They got a bunch of cool, like, vintage toys and whatnot and games. I'm like, cool. And at that store, I saw Sonic Jam for $200 flat. Now, this Sonic Jam copy was in flawless condition. Like, no scuffs, no scratches on the disc, nothing. Flawless mint condition, basically. Wasn't sealed, but it was, like, near mint condition. I was like, okay. I was like, obviously, but, like, $200, fuck that, you know. But then I had the idea of collecting every Sonic game, and I was like, wait a minute. I remember seeing a very good condition copy of Sonic Jam. So, I remember one day I was out and about. I don't remember exactly what I was doing, but I was out and about, and I was like, you know what? I had to dip into savings a little bit, but I was like, you know what? I called up the store, and I was like, you know what? Do you guys still have Sonic Jam in stock? And they were like, yeah. And they were like, yeah, we also still have 3D Blast if you want that too. And I was like, you know what? Might as well. I think they had 3D Blast for like $70, which is about what it normally goes for. So I was like, you know, whatever. Dude, they had 3D Blast as well. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it, dude. I gotta get them eventually. This is a great price. And I remember I called them. They held the games like behind the counter. And the guy there was like looking on his computer at like eBay prices as he was like checking out. As I was checking out. And he was like, dude, you better like go ahead and pay before I upcharge you. Because he was like, yeah, you did a really good job finding these at like a good price. So, I mean, yeah, that just goes to show sometimes, man, if you're looking for a very rare game and a local game store of yours has it and they priced it, you know, a long time ago and nobody bought it, then that might be a good idea to just go ahead and look there. Because they might have it at a steal of a price. And, you know, don't get me wrong. $200 is still an insane price for a video game. But for a near mint copy of Sonic Jam, it was a pretty good price. And, you know, Sega Saturn games are freaking expensive, dude. Like, you know, of course I'm talking about, like, the good Sega Saturn games that people actually played. Like, if you got, like, sports games, then obviously those are a little cheaper. But we're talking, like, the actual, like, Sega games, like Nights into Dreams, Sonic, Panzer Dragoon Saga. Dude, Panzer Dragoon, I think, is, like, $1,000 for, like, a complete copy with all the discs. And I think I saw something. Somebody found that game at, like, a flea market. And for, like, $10. Had all of the discs. And that game goes for like $1,000 with all the discs. Like, how insane is that? Like, dude, imagine how lucky you have to get for that to happen. Like, bro actually struck gold. That's what I'm saying. When it comes to, like, rare games and you're, like, collecting, sometimes you gotta, like, go to, like, garage sales and, like, flea markets and whatnot and see if they, like, have something and they don't know how good they are. How good or how expensive what they have goes for. 3D Blast is ass. It's a really bad game. What's up, Pejman? How's it going, brother? Alright, guys, I think we're gonna do the Bowser level, and I think we're gonna call it a stream. Thank God for emulation, bro. I ain't ever paying $1,000 for a video game. Yeah. But if you're collecting now, could I ever see myself paying $1,000 for a video game? Probably not. That would be ridiculous. I've spent hundreds of dollars on certain video games and other physical media. Like there's a vinyl record I have that's super rare, and I spent like $450 on it. I'm not even kidding. Like I'm a freaking collector, man. Dude, my parents saw me when I bought that record for like $450, and they were like, "What the hell is wrong with you?" At least with YouTube, I was able to like kind of make some of that money back with that video I made, but even then, that video did not pay nearly as much as I spent on all of those games. But again, it's still nice being able to say, like, I own every physical Sonic game that was released in North America, not including, like, certain bundles and whatnot. And honestly, if I wanted to, I could buy the bundles and stuff. Except for, like, the adventure bundle. That one goes for, like, $800 or something crazy. Do I have a favorite Mario Kart game? Wii will always hold a special place in my heart. I love 8 Deluxe. But if I'm thinking, like, right now, if there was any Mario game I'd want to, like, pick up and play right now, it'd probably be World, and I'm not even kidding. Dude, I've done, like, a full 180 on World. Actually, I would say it's more like a 360. Because when I got World, I really liked it, but over time I got bored of it, and I was like, yeah, this game kind of sucks. But then again, I came around on it again, and I was like, actually, World is really good. So I've had a love-hate relationship with World. Okay, let's wait a minute here, because I didn't know if I went above the thwomp. I'm dead. What do my parents think of my channel? They're supportive of it. They were like, they basically said, like, as long as you're making money, like, that's really all that matters. Because I mean, if I was doing this channel and I was like unemployed, not having a job, then yeah, they would probably be like, all right, you need to get a fucking job. But I'm making decent money off of it, so they're supportive of it, which I'm very thankful for, obviously. Ever played a Zelda game? I've played Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, all of the Wild era games, even the Hyrule Warriors ones. I love those games. All of the Wild era ones, love them. But when it comes to other Zelda, like, you know, more traditional dungeon-like Zelda, not a fan. I've played a little bit of Link's Awakening on Switch. I've played a little bit of Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess. I haven't played much of Twilight Princess. I've played a couple of hours of Skyward Sword, maybe like 30 minutes of Twilight Princess. I've hardly even scratched the surface of Twilight Princess, but I got pretty far into Skyward Sword. That's about it, I think. And I've only really played through the Wild era games, like Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom, both of those Hyrule Warriors. Like, I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of, like, more linear Zelda, I guess. I love open world Zelda, though. Am I buying the Ocarina of Time Switch 2 remake? Yes, I am. Because I do want to... Oh, that is another one. I played a little bit of Ocarina of Time 3D on the 3DS. I played a little bit of that game. I pirated that game low-key. I low-key modded my 3DS. It's surprisingly easy to mod a 3DS, like I did. But I am going to pick up the Ocarina of Time remake because I never played it in full. I think I got to the Forest Temple or the tree, whatever temple that was. That's it, though. Here's my thing, though. We know Ocarina of Time is getting a remake. Do you guys think that Majora's Mask will get a remake as well? Like, maybe, like, a couple years later? Or are they just going to stick with Ocarina? Ow. Come on, Bowser. Hit it. There you go. One more. Oh. I mean, Ocarina... I mean, I'm looking forward to playing the remake, of course. I'm definitely looking forward to it. I'll be there day one, probably. Oh, nice. And there we go. Nice. All right, let me go ahead before we head off. I'm gonna send out the rest of those memberships. And here you go. Here's the rest. Here's the rest. These are all I have for this month, so you gotta wait for next month. But there you go. Welcome to the club, everybody. Pixar, Lucasfilm, and Marvel need to move away from that evil cash grab studio. But yeah. There you go. All the alerts. Okay, guys. So, if y'all are down, I would love to stream more Galaxy here soon. Maybe this weekend, because I would be totally down to do like maybe like a 3D Mario marathon again. I know we did like the completing every 3D Mario game thing, like years ago, a few years ago. But I'd be down to do that again, like a build up to Odyssey 2 or whatever. We could play Galaxy and then we could play Galaxy 2. I'm totally down if you guys want. We could play more Galaxy this weekend, but we're going to continue with Luigi next time. We did the exact same stars as I already have on that Luigi save file. So we'll just do Luigi next time. And we can get a full, like, 121 star run, basically, going. So yeah, that's going to end it off for today's stream, everybody. Thank you guys so much for watching. I might be back, maybe not tomorrow, but Saturday maybe I'll be back streaming. We might stream a little bit earlier on Saturday. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. But, yeah. That's all for me, man. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.